Ever notice how your raised bed soil keeps sinking lower every season? It's a common frustration for gardeners everywhere. You spend time and money carefully filling your beds to the brim, only to find the soil level has mysteriously dropped by several inches, come spring. You top it off thinking you've solved it, but the cycle repeats. It feels like your soil is vanishing into thin air. You're not alone in this experience, and the reason why is a fascinating look into the living world right under our feet. It's not about losing soil, it's about your soil transforming. When you first fill a new raised bed, a huge portion of its volume is made up of bulky organic materials, things like compost, peat moss, manure, shredded leaves, or straw. These materials are light, fluffy, and full of air pockets, which is great for initial volume. But over time, two powerful natural forces get to work: decomposition and compaction. As these organic materials break down, they are converted into a much denser substance, and the physical structure simply shrinks. Add the weight of water from rain and irrigation, and gravity pulls everything downward, squeezing out those precious air pockets. So, it's not that your bed is losing dirt, it's just that nature is diligently working, turning fluff into substance. At the heart of this transformation is a bustling microscopic city. Trillions of soil microbes, bacteria, fungi, and other tiny organisms are constantly at work. Their job is to consume the organic matter you've provided and break it down into humus. Humus is the holy grail of soil, a dark, stable, nutrient-rich material that plants absolutely love. But as these microbes digest their feast, the air pockets that once gave your soil its volume collapse. Moisture then pulls the remaining particles tighter together. This process is entirely natural and beneficial for nutrient cycling, but if your soil mix lacks a durable physical structure, it leads to excessive compaction, poor drainage, and stressed plant roots. The most common reaction to sinking soil is to simply top it off with a few bags of compost or potting mix each year. While well-intentioned, this can actually make the problem worse over time. This practice creates distinct layers in your soil profile. You end up with a dense, fine particle layer of compost on top of older, more compacted soil. This top layer can become waterlogged after a heavy rain, forming a crust that prevents oxygen from reaching the roots below and suffocating the very microbial life you want to encourage. The real secret to preventing the great soil sink is building long-lasting structure. The solution is to incorporate coarse, slow-to-decompose organic matter. Think of it as giving your soil a durable skeleton. Materials like aged wood chips, shredded hardwood bark, straw, or well-rotted leaves, often called leaf mold, are perfect for this. These larger pieces create stable, long-lasting air pockets, dramatically improve drainage, and provide a habitat where beneficial microbes and fungi can thrive. They resist compaction and ensure your soil stays light and airy for years, not just for a single season. So, how do you maintain this ideal structure? Once or twice a year, typically in the spring before planting and in the fall after harvesting, gently loosen the top 8 to 12 inches of your soil with a broad fork or garden fork. Avoid aggressive tilling, which destroys soil structure. After loosening, it's time to amend. Instead of pure compost, top dress with a balanced blend. A great mix is about 50% high-quality compost and 50% topsoil or loam. This combination replenishes nutrients with the compost while adding the mineral components from the topsoil, which helps prevent collapse and creates a more balanced, resilient growing medium. If you want to build the ultimate long-term stable soil, consider adding two powerful enhancers: biochar and mycorrhizal fungi. Biochar is a type of charcoal made for soil. Its incredibly porous structure acts like a permanent microscopic scaffolding, holding open space for air and water. It's like a luxury condominium for microbes. Mycorrhizal fungi are beneficial organisms that form a symbiotic relationship with plant roots, creating a vast web that extends far into the soil, dramatically increasing the plant's ability to access water and nutrients. When you add them together, you create a soil ecosystem that is light, resilient, rich, and teeming with life. For a practical recipe when filling a new bed, try this layered approach, known as Hugel Culture Light. Start with a base layer of larger woody material, like logs or thick branches. On top of that, add smaller branches and twigs, then a layer of leaves or straw. Finally, fill the top 12 to 18 inches with your main growing mix. A great recipe for that mix is roughly 40% high-quality compost, 30% topsoil, 20% aeration material like perlite or pumice, and 10% coarse organic matter like aged wood chips. This creates a slow-release nutrient bank at the bottom, and a perfectly structured growing medium on top. Your bed's design also plays a crucial role. Ensure your raised bed is at least 12 inches deep to allow for proper root development and some settling. If your bed has a bottom, make sure it has ample drainage holes. If you're placing it on soil, consider lining the bottom with a single layer of cardboard to suppress initial weeds. It will decompose over time. Avoid using impermeable plastic liners, as they trap water and create a swampy anaerobic environment that will kill your soil and your plants. A permeable landscape fabric is a much better choice if you need a barrier. By understanding the living dynamics of your soil and building for structure, not just volume, your raised beds will stop sinking. They will become stable, self-sustaining ecosystems that stay level and incredibly productive. You'll spend less time and money topping them off, and more time enjoying a bountiful harvest. You'll be cultivating not just plants, but thriving, living earth that truly gets better and better every single season. If you love simple, natural fixes like this to build a better garden from the ground up, hit that subscribe button and share this video with a fellow gardener. Let's work together to keep our soil and our raised beds healthy and alive for years to come.